Hey everyone, I'm Nadine and welcome to Bookish Nook. Today I am doing a review of Alexandra Bracken's Never Fade. This review is going to start out right with spoilers, so if you haven't read the Never Fade, you should leave right now. I'm going to keep this review kind of short, so yeah, let's begin. This book picks up about a few months after The Darkest Minds, where we have Ruby in the Children's League. We see immediately that she has physically progressed as a different character. She's a lot more tactic in her movements, and she reminds me sort of a military person. So she is different in the second book, and she has a better handle on her abilities. We're introduced to two new characters in this book. We have Vida and Jude, who are very different from characters that we've seen so far. I did not like Vida at all when we first met her. She sort of grew on me, and by the end of the book, I really enjoyed her. Jude, on the other hand, is like that little kid brother, your friend's kid brother who you don't mind hanging around with and isn't that bad. He really grows on you from the second he's introduced, and he just kind of jumps off the pages at you, and all you want to do is hug him and reassure him that everything is going to be okay. And we also meet Liam's brother Cole in this book. Ruby gets entrusted with a secret op to retrieve a flash drive from Cole's jacket that Liam took by mistake. So, on this flash drive, there's some very important information about the disease that plagues them all. So, as Ruby is about to break out from the current op she's on to go on the secret op, she is forced to take Jude with her, in fear that the other agents in the Children's League will kill him, and sort of because of the circumstances on the op. And then you find out Vida is trailing them, and so on, so they continue. There are a few moments in the beginning of this book where we're introduced to two adults who help Ruby and Jude on their travels. The first one being a woman who you find out who bought them tickets wrote "Stay safe" on the back of the tickets, and I thought that was really touching and heartwarming that there are adults still in the society that don't agree with everything that's happened and are sort of fighting in their own way to help them. And then we meet a bus driver who lets them ride along, and what happens, and they sort of exchange information. And despite seeing these two adults who help them, Ruby still remains incredibly skeptical and thinks that Jude is a little naive for being so happy and thinking that these adults are going to help them. Now, despite most of the kids that we've seen sticking together and being a team, we come up to a group of children who aren't all that into helping other children, and that's where we find Liam. And that was such a heartwarming and heartbreaking at the same time to witness, Ruby's perspective, because she knows that Liam won't remember her, and then Liam talking to her, and you see sort of like hints that he does sort of remember something. So that was really interesting. On the note of Liam, his little speeches that he gives Ruby about seeing her and feeling this immense love for her, but he doesn't remember anything about her, were so amazing. Alexandra Bracken's writing in those scenes are so flawless and beautiful, and it just broke my heart a million times. Listening to Liam profess his love for her, and he has no idea who she is, and Ruby really holding back and trying to keep herself in check was also heartbreaking. So the ending of the book, oh my god. First of all, I was not expecting Cole to be a red. That really caught me off guard, and I'm really excited to see where that's going to go, because there are only 4 people who know the secret, now 3 I think it is. So that is really exciting. I wasn't expecting that, and I'm really excited to find out how Liam's going to react when he finds out, since he doesn't know. Another thing is Jude. I did not want him to die at all. He is just so innocent, and you just want to hug him all the time and keep him safe. And it was so heartbreaking when Ruby was freaking out because Jude is afraid of silence, and she knows that, and he died by himself, and Ruby just tears herself apart because of it, and so was I at the same time. In the final ending, we find out that the entire time, Clancy's entire mission was to destroy this research that could cure them because he loves his powers, and Ruby holds them up saying this research, and it's sort of kind of like a what kind of moment. I thought that was really exciting. So this book didn't really leave you on a cliffhanger, but it's sort of like a very on a scale, it's like a very low cliffhanger. I'm really excited to see what happens next, but I'm not dying for the next book right at this moment. I rated this book a 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I really enjoy getting back into this world and the story despite how dark it is. I really loved that Liam and Chubbs are back, and I like the introduction of the new characters. I can't wait for the next book, and you should definitely pick up this series. Thanks, bye!